If you need a little help with describing sets, I hope this short little screencast will help you out. So if we wanted to find all the elements in a set that, and these are x values, and they're coming from this equation, where m is a natural number, that means, well, there's some arguments over whether it starts at 0 or 1, so we're going to say it starts at 1. So it starts at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it goes all the way to infinity. That's how natural numbers are defined. But we know that m is less than 5, so we're going to take all of these m values, all 4 of these m values, and put them into this equation to generate new x values. So if we think about m and x, this is a linear equation, and we are evaluating this linear equation to generate a new set. So when x is 1, x is 5, when x is 2, 7, 9, 11. So all of the elements, we're going to have x be equal to 5, 7, 9, and 11. Okay, so that's how you do it. In number 9, it's going to be the same idea. We're going to get x values using this equation. And this time m is an integer that's greater than -3 and less than 2. So for this particular problem, let's make a little space here. Our m values are going to be, well, greater than -3, so -2, -1, 0, 1, and less than 2, so we stop. And then to generate our x values, we're just going to be plugging these m values into this equation to get what x is. And I'll let you do that one. And then the last question is, using the same language from before, how can we describe the following numbers? So the idea being, let's use our special sets. And right now, the main special sets that we're talking about are natural numbers and integers. And so natural numbers, some will include 0, but let's say 1, 2, 3. So to avoid any ambiguity, let's just stick with integers here. And we want to be able to describe the following set of numbers. We want to describe these values as integers. Well, what we realize is that they're increasing by 2. So there's going to be some expression where our x values must be, well, 2m. And now we need to decide, where do my m values start? Well, I need 4 inputs. So it might make sense to have m. We just need to have 4 m values in a row. So let's say that m is an integer. So m is contained in all integers. And it starts at 0. And it goes up to 3. So we're going to get m equals 0, 1, 2, 3. And just to think about what we need here, if here's m and here's x, when m is 0, we're going to need to add something to this expression, because if I put 0 in here, it would just be 0. But if I put a 5, now all of a sudden that's going to get me to the right point. So when x is 0, or sorry, when m is 0, x would be 5. When m is 1, x would be 7. By putting this into this little equation, we start when m is 2, we have 9, and 3, 11. So how would we describe this set? Well, we would describe that set by saying it's made up of all x values, it's a set made up of x values such that x equals 2m plus 5, and m is an integer that is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 3. So just to say that again, it's a set made up of all x values such that, and this is that straight line means such that x can be found using this equation, x equals 2m plus 5, where m is an element of all the integers and m is between 0 and 3 including.